Like I can't read.
We are alive in 2025 on the Huck Finn Barbell Show. I am Huck Finn Barbell, and that is a beer.
And I'm Perfect Little Sweeties, Jim, Brice Wallman. And I'm here. I was at Bench Night in America
Yeah,
tonight.
who is this big, tall son of a bitch that's sitting next to me? Let's see if I can zoom in on you better. Look at that. Look at the size difference.
Hey.
You got the angle on me there, dude.
That's a good angle. Get back. Get back to
Hold
the
on.
last
Where's the
one.
other angle?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey.
Holy
hey,
shit.
ladies.
Look out. Your pants got tight. Are you wearing swimming trunks?
Oh, the mechanic seems to think I am. I don't know. I think he just wanted me to take my top off.
I think he did too. The guy is a well-known homosexual.
Oh, yeah.
He is. Yeah. He's at the bar right now, the Crowbar.
Oh, hey, I like the Crowbar. That's a bar in Sioux Falls I like.
That's a male bar. Old male, ain't it?
Oh, damn. Okay. No. That's a cool bar in Sioux Falls.
Oh, my God.
It's like where old people go, but it's cool.
The Huck Finn Barbell Show is back. It's been on hiatus for almost a year probably.
Yeah, it's been a long time since
I
I
don't
heard
know.
it.
The Huck Finn Barbell Show has been underground, if you will. We've been kind of making it better. That's what we've been spending a lot of time on, is making the show better. And we paid a lot of money for our first guest of 2025. What is your real name?
Brice Wallman.
Brice Walnuts?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wallman.
Well,
Like woman, but with 2 L's.
Hold on. That's how you say it?
Wallman.
Wallman.
Wallman. Yeah.
Wallman.
Yeah, like wall and man.
Little Brice Wallman.
Lil Brice Wallman, yeah.
Out of Perfect Little Sweeties Gym.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
You're getting it.
Why is there a naked man behind us?
Oh, that's just my dad. I take him everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's your handler, right?
That's my handler, yeah.
Like the big boss man.
My best friend, Big Boss Man. That's my best friend.
You did see your best friend earlier today at Bench Night in America.
I was pretty pumped. I texted him this morning. I was like, hey, Big Boss Man, see you tonight at Bench Night in America.
What'd he say?
He said, you're coming for real?
Yeah, he didn't believe you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm coming all
day and night.
Coming in the gym. I'm coming at home.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can you imagine how much you are in heaven?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like Arnold. We're going to the Arnold.
That is true. This is the night, the eve, if you will, of the Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
And I've actually done, I think I did a show last year at like 9 o'clock at night before we were going to the Arnold.
Just a great time
to get fucking in. Yeah, drank beer because I think people were here to spend the night to go the next day to the Arnold with us. I think it's like a similar situation. Yeah. So it seems like every Arnold Eve, I drink too much beer and wake up way too early and then head to the Arnold. And then drink too much beer at the fucking Arnold because I'm Huck Finn Barbell and that's just, what I do.
I love tradition and I'm here to be a part of it. So
yeah, it's kind of like, the Indy 500 or, a national championship game, or Super Bowl. It's tradition.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Oh, my God. And you are from where, Brice Wallman?
I am from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Well, originally Garrettson, South Dakota. It's like 1,000 people.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, no one has. It's like right on the border of Minnesota, South Dakota.
Oh, Minnesota. Yeah, you don't really have that accent, though.
No, because I'm...
How's it about the boat ride? How's it about you shut the fuck up? Right? You know that accent. You don't have that accent.
I packed my bags and I
came here. Or like Fargo.
Here.
Yeah, Fargo's got that accent.
I packed my bags and I came here to Illinois.
There it is. That's the accent I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm from, South Dakota.
What are you grabbing?
Another beer.
Oh, you better watch out, buddy. We got a long night ahead of us. So you drove all the way from Sioux Falls, South Dakota for Bench Night in America. That was kind of a disappointing Bench Night in America, except for the fact that you showed up and kicked ass.
I had to do it. I mean,
yeah, Cam, you did. You saved the night.
I had to. Cam was just not doing it.
I've never seen Cam like that. I don't know what happened to him.
In the presence of a real alpha.
Yeah, something happened. He backed down immediately.
He crumbled.
He crumbled. I don't know what happened. Cam was kind of injured or something, and he said his body shut down.
It did. Yeah.
Shut down. I don't know why it shut down. It just did. And another thing is that you traveled here, and it's your goddamn birthday.
It is my birthday. 28 years old today. 19, I mean.
Yeah,
I'm 19.
19.
My 19th
see
birthday.
That? He celebrates his 19th birthday in the fucking barn.
Nothing like a 19th birthday with the beer and Huck Finn.
Yeah, that's a boy right there, brother. Shit, you're 19? I'm
just holding it for a friend.
Well, your dad's here. In South Dakota, you're legal to drink at 14 with your old man's permission, right?
I think so.
I know that's how it is in Wisconsin.
That's the way it's been for the last couple of years.
So
for sure.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Well, tell the millions and millions of fans out there, like a little bit about yourself. Who are you? How did you start anything? Like, who is Brice Wallman?
Sure.
I mean, you lift weights and you're like, what's 6'9"?
Yeah.
What? How tall are you? 6'7"? What?
Yeah, I'm 6'7". I'm about 370 right now.
You're a typical person.
Yeah. You're average South Dakota man for sure. That's what we're all like out there. You know,
right.
I'm at runt actually.
Except for those assholes, the Massonomics guys. Those guys are a bunch of nerds.
Those pipsqueaks.
Yeah, those guys are pipsqueaks.
Yeah, those pipsqueaks. No, yeah, I'm a big guy from Sioux Falls. Grew up in a small town outside of Sioux Falls, like 20, 30 miles away. Played football. Realized like I could be good at football.
But yeah, I mean, you got the fucking height. You're fucking 6'7", 300 some pounds of body type.
Yeah. And
right?
I got into lifting weights. There was a guy that came, like, he trained my football team. He was like my coach's friend from college. He played in Aberdeen, home of Massonomics.
Oh God.
Yeah, they played at Northern State. Wolves, go Wolves. Anyway, he came and he like trained us. I was like an 8th grader. I threw my guts up. Like he made me push a sled the first day. I've never thrown up so much in my whole life.
Oh yeah.
And it made me keep coming back. I was like, I can't keep keep throwing up.
Yeah. Can't be a pussy.
Right. No, can't. Not an option.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled me aside one day. He's like, you got to stop playing basketball, man.
Yeah.
Like, you should play football. And I don't know, he was feeding me that. He's like a little guy. He's like, if I was your size, I'd be playing on Sundays. And I was like,
oh yeah. Yeah. I've said the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. But
I wish I was 6'7". My God. It's fucking dead by now.
It's
pretty 6'7", dude.
It's sweet. Yeah. It's
Right?
good. It was good times. Anyway, he told me I could play football in college, and I
Yeah.
believed him. And I'd never thought about it before. I mean, I don't know why. I'm kind of an idiot. But
well, join the club, brother.
yeah, he's like,
I'm the king of the idiots.
You could play football in college. And I'm like, me?
Yeah.
The 6'4", like 260-pound sophomore in high school?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can play football?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. And I
Gave you confidence.
Yeah. And then I got interest from a bunch of Division II schools around like Sioux Falls. I played 9-man football in high school.
Oh, it's a real little town. Though.
Yeah, real little town. And then so I went to the college like 25, 30 miles away. Awesome time. My best friends my whole life. Like,
best friends, big boss man.
well, yeah, I throw that word around a lot, I guess.
Yeah, you got a lot of best friends.
Well,
dude.
Big Boss Man is my most recent addition to my best friends.
Oh,
yeah,
list. Yeah, I get that.
And so I played football in college. Loved that. And then I would always just be like, oh, I'm going to be a pro wrestler when I'm done with college. I don't need to do college.
Yeah.
I was in nursing school the whole time. Like, I don't know why I said
male
that.
nurse.
I still tried. Like, but I was like, I'm not going to need to do this.
No.
I gotta do like the splits at practice, like in my knee braces and shit. And people will be like, "What are you doing that for?" Like,
I'm gonna be a pro wrestler.
I'm a pro wrestler. I had no idea how I was gonna do it or anything. I just said it. But my coach, he sent me like a link to like a thing on WWE's website, and he's like, "Fill this out, pussy. I bet you won't." And
what year was this?
Yeah, he said, "Put up or
shut up."
Yeah, it was 2019.
That's good.
It was 2019. It was like January. I just got done playing football. I was like.
Yeah,
I filled out this thing. You put your height, your weight.
Oh,
like,
I know.
your sport. Yeah, you've done.
I did the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking whole fucking thing. Like you're giving your life away.
Yeah.
You got to take pictures. You take pictures of yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had pictures.
I had like fucking 10 pictures they needed. Sideways.
Yeah.
Back. Forwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I sent it in, and I was like, I won't hear back. I mean, I like wanted to, but I was like,
yeah.
You know, I'm just kind of I'm nobody. Like whatever. Anyway, I was like in class. I get an email from WWE. I'm like, what? And they're like, hey, reply by this day, and then you can fly down here. And so I was like, I was figuring out how much money I had in my bank account. I was like, okay, I'll spend my last dime to get down there because this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I find out they paid everything to get down there.
Yeah.
So I go to all my professors. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go try out for it to be a wrestler, and all of them gave me the day. Like they were like,
that's great.
Excuse absence, except one lady. She was like, no, I'm not gonna excuse
what
that.
A fucking bitch.
Wow.
Can you say that on here?
You can.
Can you swear in this thing?
Yeah, that was kind of messed up of her. I don't know. So I went. This is crazy 3 days. my roommate down there was like, he was a running back for Florida State with like Jameis Winston. He won like a national championship.
He's got great stories, probably.
It was crazy. I was like in bed every night after like the longest day of my life physically, and he would just tell me stories, and I was like, oh, tell me more.
Put you to sleep.
Tell me more about the beautiful women at Florida State.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
right?
They had bikinis on.
Oh God, imagine being at Florida State.
It was like 30 degrees most.
You're out like South Dakota or wherever.
Yeah. I'm like,
I went to South Dakota, you know.
Yeah, like all the girls there didn't like football players. It was like a theater school I went to. Like, you know, they're like,
your old man's yelling at you.
What are you saying? Oh yeah,
what'd you do?
I just lifted before I went there because that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I got done with football and I'm like, I just want to do powerlifting or strongman. Like, I don't care about conditioning.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what are they gonna make me do? It's just move around in a ring.
Terrible conditioning drills.
Yeah, I get down there. The first thing the guy says, if you're not in the best shape of your life, get the fuck out right now.
Oh,
and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, I made it through. It was like 3 8-hour days of working out, and I was like my ribs were like cramping, like the muscles between my wrists were cramping. I was like, I can't breathe.
Right.
Yeah. Dudes were quitting. I was just like, I can't quit.
No.
I came all the way here. I can't quit.
Imagine going back and now telling your college buddies you quit.
Yeah.
That's not gonna beat me. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna there's no way in hell you'd have to kill me for me to go back.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm quitting this.
No way.
Now you can tell me I'm not good enough, but there's no way you're gonna beat me, motherfucker.
I'm not gonna quit.
I'm gonna die before I quit.
Right, yeah.
That's the mentality you gotta have. There's no way in hell I couldn't look my old man in the face and say, yeah, Dad, I quit because I wasn't good enough. I wasn't strong enough, or I wasn't mentally tough enough. I'm a pussy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm like,
you're out of the family.
I'm fine.
I'm cutting your nuts off, son.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. There's no way.
I was definitely like, everyone else there had like, it was like 44 people, 22 men, 22 women. And then the breakdown was like 11 guys had been on football guys, and 11 guys were wrestlers. 11 women were athletes, and 11 were wrestlers.
Right.
And in the football guys, I was the only guy who'd like never been on a pro roster, never like been to a camp or anything.
Right.
One dude was like, this is harder than any mini camp, or this is harder than anything I've ever had to do for football. And I was like, oh, you're soft, man.
Yeah,
like,
Jesus.
Yeah. I think he does sumo wrestling now or something. What? Yeah. One dude was on Survivor that I was there with. He like almost won it. Yeah. I don't know. It was crazy.
Well, I didn't get as far as you did in it, but
yeah.
When I was at the animal cage in 2016, speaking of the, the Arnold and the animal cage and all that.
Back.
Yeah, there was I think it was 2016, maybe 15 or 16. I don't remember what year it was. Anyway, I was in there and I pretty much put a show on, right? I deadlifted against this other guy. I was like hitting the fence as hard as I could with my head, shaking it. I was coming out to wrestling songs, not like rap or whatever they had.
Sexy Boy, Shawn Michaels?
I gave him my phone and they would put on it was Stone Cold one time. That was like Hulk Hogan and like Ultimate Warrior, my top 3 lists. Ooh. And I just put a show on, right? And that's what I was there to do.
Yeah.
And people are throwing. First off, the guy told me, you're not drinking in the cage. Sorry, you can't. I said, okay, no problem. Well, then people were throwing shit over the cage at me and I was catching it and drinking it.
Yeah.
And I was not invited back again. But what I was invited back to after all that had happened, a week later, WWE emailed me and, said there's an invited tryout. We have like 2 a year. And then, we went through all this stuff, like you said, all the information.
Yeah, it was
all the bullshit. And I was invited down there in May of that year. So that was March. And then in April, I had flown to Mark Bell's gym, NB Slingshot there. And Chris Bell was recording everything. And I tore my pec tendon off the bone and I couldn't go to it. And 6 months later, when the rehab was done and I was benching in the 4s again and everything was coming back, or 5s then the first time, I said, hey, whenever your tryouts again, I'm ready. They're like, oh yeah, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
And months passed after that. About a year later, I'm like, hey, whenever I'm 100%. And they're like, hey, your age is kind of a factor now. And that was pretty much it. So I was never invited back after that one time I was invited. So I had invited tryout, but it fell through.
All I got back at the end was, basically they really.
All you got was that lousy T-shirt, right?
I got 3 T-shirts. Yeah, right? I gave one to my best friend who told me I could play football in college.
Boss man.
Yeah, wow.
My best friend.
I should have brought one for boss man. I got one on the wall in my gym, and I got one that I wear. Under my T-shirt at work, under my shirt at work.
What's a fucking cool experience?
Yeah, it's so sick. All I ever heard back is I got an email that was like, "Hey, we don't have a place for you at this time, but like you're still on our radar." I haven't heard anything. It's been like 6 years, but hey,
you're still on the radar, dude. I'd
still on the radar.
Yeah, they start seeing Little Sweetie's gym pop up.
Oh,
I mean, how old are you today?
28.
So when they invited me, I was 30, 31. I think.
Yeah, I was 22.
31. 32.
I was 20. I think I just turned 22.
Ooh, that
I was the youngest person there.
Well, yeah, you're not old. You're not too old yet. Like I said, dude, I was 31 or 32 when that happened, and I figured, I got 5 or 6 really good years ahead of me. If I get going now, I mean, there's guys in their 40s that are still doing it.
I mean, so Ric Flair was just stopped, didn't he? I mean, that's
he's a fucking 100, but
yeah,
I'm saying guys that are like current guys or that are real popular now are fucking upper 30s, 40s.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you're 28. There's still time. I mean, it ain't over.
No.
Was it over when
the fat lady sings?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
No.
Hell no. It ain't over now, motherfucker.
Hell no. The single coolest moment, though, for me was meeting Mark Henry, world's strongest man.
I met him once at the Arnold's.
It's coolest. Yeah. Hey.
I swear to God, I met him. He was eating breakfast at the Hilton.
He shook my hand, dude. His hands are huge. I got big hands, and his hands were big. And I was struggling with one thing. Like, they were trying to make us do like a backwards somersault. I never did somersaults.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't get it. He pulled me aside. He goes, "Hey man, this is how the big boys do this." And he showed me, and I got it on the first try. And he was like so hyped up. It's like single best moment ever. I was like,
if I'm having impressed Mark Henry.
Yeah, if I'm having a shitty day, I'll just like think about like, hey, Mark Henry thought I did pretty good that one time.
Impressed Mark Henry one time in my life.
Hey, one time, everybody gets one, man. That's all you need.
I love it. So that's your best memory out of that.
Yeah, Mark Henry for sure. Tell me I did good.
So you go back to school and you played football all 4 years of college.
Yeah, I played football 4 years of college. I redshirted. I could have taken a 5th year, but I was going to be done with school. And I was just kind of like weighing my pros and cons. I was like, if I get hurt, blow out my knee, I'm going to be out of work X amount longer. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. That was kind of a quitter move, but
pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
I still got 3 years of eligibility left.
Hey, I got one. Is anybody trying to sign us?
Hey, you want to go back?
Let's go back. Hey,
I'm in, dude.
Yeah, you and me.
I almost beat Matt Forte in a race a few months ago. I'm just saying.
Hey, I could play guard or something.
Some guy, what happened? Some guy just crashed in the background back there.
Oh God,
see back there? There he is, right there.
Oh,
right there.
That's my dad.
That's my dad. There he is, right there too.
Oh, he's
laid out.
He's cozy.
He's sleeping over there. Well, yeah, speaking of that, you guys are spending 24 hours. The first person ever to do it in this gym. Well, besides me.
Well, yeah.
I spent 2 weeks straight in the gym. Nobody's ever going to beat that record.
No, hey, I could.
You think so?
I'll just quit going to work.
Yeah,
I just won't ever go home.
Yeah. He showed up and never left.
Dad, go on without me. Go home. I found a better life here.
I'm done here.
I have a better life here.
I'm going to train for the rest of my life and never leave this gym.
I'm just gonna pull screens for care. Yeah, like I'll work the night shift. I'll pull screens.
You'll be shipping every morning, pulling screens at night, blowing ink.
We'll double production.
HFB apparel is gonna blow up, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm betting on it.
God damn, I like that. I love it. So fast forward, you leave school and then you become a male nurse.
Yeah, I became a male nurse. Yeah, and
Would you do that because you watch that movie, The Fuckers or whatever that's called?
Yeah, that was my big inspiration.
That was a big inspiration to be a male nurse.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious. You said you're a male nurse. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you thought that was really funny.
I know it's like the biggest male nurse of all time.
Yeah, I have a buddy who's 6'9" and he's a male nurse. Actually,
what?
Yeah, he played right tackle at St. Cloud State.
So you're just some kind of weird club of big male nurses?
Yeah. One of my roommates is
some kind of weird fetish or something. Well, chicks out there love big male nurses.
Some people pay good money for that.
It's live on OnlyFans, bigmalenurse.com.
Yeah, so I became a nurse.
You got that weird toe. You probably make a lot of money off of that. We saw that in the last episode of what was that? Where I spent 24 hours in Massonomics gym YouTube video. You can go check that out.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time in gyms and overnights.
That's true, man.
Yeah,
you're beating me, dude.
You got me hooked.
Yeah, I think I did.
I'm hooked.
Well, that's what I do if I do a tour of the gym. I want to get to know the whole area, the town.
Yeah.
Just spend 24 hours and invest in it. Like really get to know everything, but not just the gym itself, but everything around it.
Become one with the land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to the locals. Yeah. It's just how you got to do videos like that, I think.
I really think I need to get over to the lamplighter to just really soak in the whole experience.
Listen, you are within 26 minutes of the double L in Ottawa IL, my friend. Hell, when you get off the interstate, you're probably within 10 minutes.
I mean, maybe we got to hit it on the way home.
8 minutes.
I think I got to go on the way home. Just after the pod. Yeah,
I mean,
after the pod.
It's open till 3 a.m.
Oh, hey, it's only 9:30.
Yeah, well, shit, dude. By the time we get done here, I mean, there'll still be plenty of time to go up there.
There'll still be like 5-10 minutes left of the night.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a 7-hour podcast.
Yeah. We're just going to podcast the ride to the Arnold.
Yeah, we're going to grab the camera. We're going to keep going. This podcast is never over. It's Huck and Barbell show.
Yeah. I like this.
All right, so let's circle back. You're going to the Arnold.
Yeah, I'm going to the Arnold.
You're here. That's why you stopped. We talked over the phone or something, right?
I messaged you on Instagram. I said, "Is Big Boss Man going to be there with you?" Because that's my best friend. Yeah. And you said, "Wow, no." And then,
Boss Man ain't making this trip.
Yeah. And I told you we were heading out Thursday, and you said, "Well, your first stop
got to be Bench Night in America." You always wanted to go to Bench Night in America. What better day could you pick? It's easiest. You're already going this way.
Couldn't agree more.
I mean, you came off I-80, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't. We're not too far off I-80 here.
Good halfway point, I think.
Yeah, and you already went. Well, it's more than halfway.
More than halfway. Yeah.
So tomorrow it's like 6.5 hours, maybe
something like that.
And today you went like 10 or 11, right?
Probably 10. Yeah, 10.
So tomorrow will be pretty easy day. Good stop. You guys stopped like at that time at what time? 4:30 or what time was it? About that?
Yeah, 4:30, and we did the whole Bench Night in America experience. I think.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much from what you explained.
We drink our pre-workout around 5:15 to 6.
Yeah.
We watch Vision Quest or wrestling or something like that, and then about between 6:30, bar starts moving.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, I'd never seen Vision Quest. It was good to.
Yeah, you saw the beginning.
It's good to get filled in a little bit on that.
The second part's the best part, which you missed.
I might finish that tonight when I'm trying to before bed.
That's good.
Yeah,
that'd be good to sleep too.
I'll write a paper about it. Have it on your desk.
Good. Yeah, I need a full report in the morning, brother.
Yeah.
And then you're headed to your first ever Arnold.
I'm pumped. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Now, what are you looking forward to the most, or what have you seen, or what do you want to see?
I really want to see the animal cage. I think that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, cage is awesome.
The cage is awesome. So I'm kind of like I like the Massonomics crew. Like I'm kind of in that. There's a guy in it that's doing the amateur strongman. I really want to see him compete. I'm excited for that.
Those guys.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of big and stinky.
Well, I mean, listen, those Massonomics guys, I'll say this. They have all this.
I thought you meant strongmen. You hate
No, I like this. I like strongmen. I like those guys.
Yeah.
Most of them are good dudes. I'm saying these Massonomics guys, they pretend to be these guys that they're not. That was when I first met them, 20, must have been 20. I think their first booth was 2018 or 19. Whatever year it was. Maybe it might have been 19 because they were across away from us. And that was the first time I ever met them in person.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, let's, you guys going to drink some beers or what? And they didn't drink any beer at all. And they have all these beer shirts.
Whoa.
Like, man, these guys are fucking false advertising here.
I got to rethink.
Meanwhile, I drank every beer we had that day. And then at night, I'm like, well, maybe they just didn't want to drink at their booth, I guess. Yeah. Hey, meet me here. We'll have a couple beers, get something to eat. Yeah. Nothing.
Really? I got to rethink
some
things.
Eating by themselves and not drinking beer. Oh. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So then I called them out on it. And I think it was maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago or something at the first Arnold back. I'm like, these guys don't even fucking drink beer. Who are these guys? And then they had one beer with me to prove that we drink beer, man. Oh. I don't know, man. Great gym and all, and they're out in South Dakota, and I like that, but beer drinking wise, kind of lying to us.
It's not a bad place to sleep.
Great place to sleep.
Comfortable crash.
Well, you gave it a 6.5 though.
Well, I mean, I've slept worse places probably.
Well, me too, obviously. I mean, that they woke us up pretty early.
That was my big. That was my biggest.
We paid a lot of money to sleep there.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, yeah. I hitched a ride with Lou.
We bought beer at a bar. We spent money in their town.
Yeah.
I think somebody bought a gas station pizza or burritos.
I had a couple of gas
one bag of
burritos.
Chips.
I've never eaten so many burritos so fast.
God, that was good though, man. Somebody's got to take me to the bar or to those the pizza. What do you say? Boss man, he's like,
you know how to give pizza or something.
You know how to give me pizza. You know how to give me. Take us there right now, Lou.
Oh, please.
I don't know what you're saying.
Please,
man.
I need to go. Yeah. Oh,
hey, can your old man guys? Hey, can you grab us a couple more rounds? Where's he at? Is he still back there?
Oh,
hey, can you grab me the beer out of the fridge? Here he comes. You can see him. No, you got to leave your clothes on. We're gonna kick off YouTube.
Leave your clothes on. Leave your clothes on.
Yeah, Jesus, why has he got his pants off? Your old man's wild, man. Yeah. He's over there relaxing by the fire, just like, thank you, brother.
We just got.
Hey, what is this?
A Dr. Pepper. We just got pants in South Dakota, so it's kind of crazy for us.
Yeah, you got us one beer, one Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is dark over there. I understand that. Yeah, the beer is hidden between. There's all kinds of shit in that fridge. I use that Diet Dr. Pepper to mix it with the Tito's over there a lot when I do the podcast. Oh, geez, where were we?
Arnold.
There he goes again. This guy's pants down. Jesus.
Arnold, tasteful nudity.
Tasteful nudity. Arnold. Speaking of Arnold, first of all, we'll cut this. We are sponsored by HuckFinBarbell.com. One of our biggest sales of the year is starting today, running through Arnold weekend, the Arnold sale. Up to 40% off. All apparel I know is at least 20% off. And then you get a free shirt with every order over a certain amount of money. I don't know what it is, but it is on the website, HuckFinBarbell.com. Runs through, was it March 2nd or 3rd? Yeah. Whatever Monday morning is. She usually shuts it off when she wakes up Monday morning. So,
promo code Perfect Little Sweeties Gym, you can pay full price.
There is no promo code.
Well, if you put Perfect Little Sweeties, you can pay full price.
Well, you don't want to pay full price, you idiot.
Oh,
why would you want to? Did you do that?
I'm new to this.
Oh, God. You pay for shipping, too. You can pick it up right in the shop.
Well, I want it when I get home.
Oh, that's good thinking, too, man. It's very good thinking.
Yeah.
What else I got to say about that sale?
It's good. You should buy it.
That is
you
good.
You should buy more
What
shirts.
Is it, 2 T-shirts if you show 2 pairs of tits? Or
that's what I heard.
Is that what you were saying earlier?
DM to Big Boss Man.
Yeah, right?
Send them to Big Boss Man.
Yeah, DM Big Boss Man your Hooters, and you get 2 free T-shirts from Boss Man.
He's paying.
I know Mrs. Barbell is not going to put up with that.
No, but Big Boss Man will pay for that.
Yeah, Big Boss Man will pay for your shirts.
That's my best friend. You have my best friend guarantee.
He will pay any amount of money to see Hooters. He did say that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's my best friend.
That's my best friend.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the Arnold sale is alive. It's live right now. So go shop, HuckFinBarbell.com. All the new shirts come out with like 6 new shirts already in the first part of the year here. So, and more coming. We just got a new design coming out. What is this, March?
February 27th.
Think at the end
birthday.
Yeah, it's your birthday. You're right.
I think
we have a new design that we just got. We had Billy effin Rake, who is the tattoo artist that did my tattoo in the shed. Had him design a power drinking, power lifting shirt that is pretty badass. It's got like a longhorn with beer or kegs coming out of the fucking off the horns or something. Cool design. He did it. That comes out in a few weeks. Just burned the screen the other day.
Nice.
So, and then a couple new shirts coming out in the next few weeks. Huck Barbell's got all kinds of shit coming.
Pecs Pop,
actually
drop. Right?
Oh, that just came out. That's a good shirt. That's been selling great. Pecs Pop, panties drop. A very good saying too. I mean, it's fucking science. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On top of that, we got stickers that come out. I don't know if they drop this week or it drops next week. And banners. Banners is big. We have not had banners since 2019. So if you want a banner, we only have so many on this order. So they probably will sell out, I would guarantee, in the first day. So be prepared. If you want a banner, Huck Finn banner, it's deport anyone who can't bench your body weight banner with my logo on the bottom in red. They're fucking awesome. They're coming soon. So
can Home Gym Nerds buy those?
Those are made for Home Gym Nerds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As long as they use legal money, legal tender.
That and as long as they can bench your body weight. Most Home Gym Nerds can't bench your body weight, though.
They really can't.
You know, so I don't know.
I've seen it. It's a tragic tale. I've seen it before.
Yeah, and they're like 100 pounds, so that's not hard to beat.
Yeah.
Now, when you weigh this much, it's a little harder to bench your body weight.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But hey, we make do.
Holy shit. All right, what else were we going to talk about? We had all this stuff lined up. Now I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know. I mean,
talking about beer drinking. Well, okay, let's go back. Drinking. How do you know who Huck Finn is?
I mean,
how do you know who I like the first time you met me or first time?
Oh,
first
how do
time
I know
you
you
heard
in real
of me?
life? First time I heard of you,
Yeah.
I was probably like a sophomore in high school, I guess, probably 2013-ish. And I beer bong benches is what I saw on Instagram. I was like, this dude's sick as hell.
Yeah.
This guy's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even understand how crazy a 500-pound bench was at that point.
Oh yeah, it's fucking hard as shit.
Yeah, I was just
to combine both of them.
Yeah.
Like I remember telling the guy Barzine, who was he's a pretty good powerlifter in his day, and still is. He's a very strong guy.
Yeah.
I told him to spot me, and then I called a couple other guys over I said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. He goes, you're fucking nuts. Are you serious? And, yes. It's going to be one take only.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was fucking 500 pounds. That 500 pounds fucking flew, too.
That's like the first thing I remember of you.
I mean, fast as shit. And it was at Barbell Central, which is a very famous gym at the time.
Yeah. I remember a lot of Jacked and Homeless stuff. And like being like, this guy rocks.
It's homeless right there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, that's just what I remember. I feel like I was like high school, like early college, just like, this guy is amazing. Like following you. Like I followed Jacked and Homeless.
Oh, he's the best.
Back, like, I was just, this is crazy. And
he never said no to anything.
He just like
anything.
I like barely understood powerlifting. I barely understood. Like I was just like, I lifted weights for football. I didn't really know what was good, what wasn't.
Right.
You know, like.
No, yeah. Me and Homeless in the beginning, there was probably the first 3 or 4 years. We had crazy stories we can't even tell in the air. Yeah. And he would always come with me to every event too. He'd always, if I need anything recorded or beer caddy or be the guy that you had to go through Homeless to get to me. Like, I remember in 2017 or the first meet and greet I did was with Pioneer Fit at their booth at the Arnold. And everybody always wanted to do a shotgun of beer with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't shotgun hundreds of beers. That's impossible. So I remember saying, hey, if you can beat Homeless, I'll shotgun a beer with you. Homeless literally did like 24 fucking beers that day, and nobody beat him. One guy tied him. I swear to God. So I like never had to shotgun a beer with anybody. So he like saved me from dying, like stuff like that. So, and then I remember that same day, somebody brought him a bottle of vodka. He probably drank half of it that day.
Jeez.
I don't even know how he survived as long as he did.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Homeless. He was the man.
Yeah. R.I.P.
I mean, he was a big dude. He was 6'4", 6'5", 290.
Yeah.
So,
oh man, I'd love to be that skinny.
Yeah, there he is, right in front of you, right there, with the chainsaw.
That's a big man.
But yeah, no, Homeless is great, and we traveled to L.A. together a few times, Arnold a couple times, and some other events. But yeah, he missed out on a lot of shit, man. He was supposed to be in that magazine with me.
Really, in the Muscle and Fitness.
Yeah, that was the. I told him, hey, I'll get you in Muscle and Fitness. You're going to spot me, right? And you'll be in the magazine. So he's all hyped up for that. And then when we shot the magazine was like a month after he died. It was like August.
Oh,
and he died in the beginning of July. So yeah, then he missed out on everything else. We left the shed, right? And then we came in here, and this place is fucking awesome. And then
this place is so cool, dude.
I mean, the barn is nuts. I think I was going to get a place like this. I was happy with the shed.
Yeah.
I was like this when I was in the shed, I'm like, man, this place is great.
Yeah.
And then to come out here, it's like, I never want to leave.
No, that's
so and I don't know if you're gonna.
I don't think I want to. I'm gonna go to the Arnold. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna live out my days in the shed.
Yeah. Live the rest of his life in the barn, not the shed. Yeah. It's the barn now.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, the barn. I'm gonna take baths in the pool.
Yeah. There's a bathroom right there in the shop. So you got everything you need.
I'm more of a pool bath guy. Oh yeah,
you gotta take a shit or something
in the woods.
Oh yeah, it's a bear shit in the woods. Goddamn right, man. God. Well,
yeah.
Where was they talking about again before we got in that homeless rant?
Oh, how I know you, how I knew.
Who you were. So you saw the bench beer log video was one of the start of like kind of viral videos, and then it's kind of went over there, kind of snowballed from that.
Yeah, I feel like it's just. As long as I've had Instagram, I feel like I've followed you. I don't know. It's just like I love lifting.
Yeah.
I love crazy stuff. And it was just like, this is awesome.
Well, I never tried to be anybody I'm not. So that's like, and I met a lot of fitness so-called influencers, and they're not like the persona you see on there. They're like fucking assholes or something,
Yeah.
I'm not like that in real life. I'd never be like that. I've always been myself. Would never change for anything. I'm a beer drinking crazy motherfucker, and I'm not going to change. It's the way I am.
No.
But yeah, I've definitely met, especially guys from like California and shit. Most of those guys are fake as shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, I remember even around here, like going out to eat, kind of in the suburbs, and I'll meet somebody that knows me from online, and they'll be like, "Oh, you live around here?" I'm like, "I literally live like half an hour from here." Like, "Well, I thought you lived in California." I'm like, no, don't ever think that. I'm not from California. I'm not a California's fucking sweat hog. You know, I'm from rural Illinois. I mean, we are kind of close to Chicago, but we live out in the country. I'm not in a suburb or anything.
Right.
But I am close enough to go to a Bears game. You know what I mean?
It is out in the country.
So,
I like it over here. It's kind of nice. It's
place.
nice. I mean, I'd love to live in a spot like this for sure. It's like you're not too far from stuff, but you're like you're not like there's nobody like breathing down your neck.
No. This is it doesn't look like Illinois too. When you look out this back door, it's like rolling hills. Illinois, a lot of Illinois it looks like very flat, very cornfields type. But kind of in this area, little area where I'm at within 10 miles of this area, it's all kind of rolling hills, a little bit different. So that's why I like it. It doesn't look like Illinois.
Yeah.
That's why I like where I live right now.
Yeah.
You know, but and Huck Finn Barbell, when I started Instagram, was because a sponsor told me, "Hey, could you please get an Instagram?" And I'm like, "Well, that's for like women and taking pictures and stuff. What is that, a women's thing?"
I started Instagram because I was like, I want to see pictures of chicks.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to see chick pics.
Yeah, it was like pictures. I didn't know anything about it. Like, no, just get on there to help us with our social media online presence. I'm like, well, I guess all right. So I thought of the name Huck Finn Barbell because of my first meet I was ever in. I didn't have a team name.
Okay.
And I had to make one up. So I said Tom Finn, lifting out of, and I looked at the team name above me. It said Zen Zen Barbell. So I said Huck Finn Barbell because people call me Huck sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a joke because it was funny when they announced Tom Finn lifting out a team Huck Finn Barbell, you know, and then I competed and then I got online and I made this name up. I'm like, well, what should I be? What's my username? Oh, Huck Finn Barbell.
Hey, if anybody needs a team out there, Perfect Little Sweeties Gym will take you.
There you go. There's a team name right there for you.
Perfect Little Sweeties Gym.
Oh, there's your Instagram tag. Perfect Little Sweeties Gym too.
Yep. Please, lifting out a Perfect Little Sweeties Gym.
Please.
Nothing cooler than beating people's ass and being from Perfect Little Sweeties Gym.
Listen, next time I compete, that's what I'm going to say. Huck Finn Barbell lifting out a Perfect Little Sweeties Gym.
That's perfect.
Wouldn't that sound great over the intercom?
Right on the platform.
Exactly. Yeah. Boom.
That has a ring to it.
There's a great ring to it, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, then all that happened, and I didn't think Huck Finn Barbell would blow up like the way it did. So I remember going everywhere. Nobody knew me as my real name. Everybody knew me as Huck Finn or Huck Finn Barbell.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever called you Tom to your face.
If somebody calls me Tom, I'm like, huh? Like I don't even realize it anymore. Nobody calls me Tom ever.
No.
Like my wife doesn't call me Tom. I don't even know what she calls me. But not many people call me that. So the Huck Finn Barbell thing took off. What was I just going to say about it? I just had a brain fart when you said that.
How you came up with it is what you're talking about before.
We came up with it because of the
Zen Barbell.
Zen Barbell, Huck Finn Barbell. Oh, yeah. Then I did a thing probably for Black Friday or something years ago when I was in the shed. Buy a shirt, I'll call you. Like I did. It was awesome. Like I set a thing up where I had like 100 calls I had to do.
That's awesome.
It was insane. So I did some kind of video feature I bought. I don't know what it was. Somehow I videoed guys and I gave them like 3 minutes. Right. So I set out my shed with a cooler of beer. And I swear to God, and I sat there and talked to all these people that had bought that day. It was like some feature I did, right?
That's awesome.
So at one point I'm talking to like 2 college dudes. They're like in their fucking frat house. And we're sitting there drinking beer, talking, and my wife comes in, Karen. And she comes in and brings me more beer and like food or something. So, and I'm sitting in the shed, and she kind of peeks, and you can barely see her in the camera. And the guy, one of the kids goes, "Oh my God, is that Mrs. Barbell?" And that's how she got her name, Mrs. Barbell. So it was hilarious. Like they called her Mrs. Barbell because thought my last name is Huck Finn Barbell, right?
Yeah.
So then we started calling her Mrs. Barbell. After that, and then we called the girls the little Barbells.
That's funny. Mm-hmm. Today, Mrs. Barbell was like, "I knew you were big, but you're even bigger than I thought you were going to be."
Oh, yeah, 100%. You don't look as in some of the pictures or obviously the videos, you don't look that big. I mean, you're big,
yeah,
but you don't look like you're fucking like a monster.
No.
I mean, you're 6'7", dude. I know a lot of guys 6'2", almost a 6'4". My brother's like 6'4". 6'7", then that kind of weight is just kind of a different animal, too.
Yeah.
Like when we walked in, especially, I'm pretty big. I mean, he makes me look small, and I don't feel small around a lot of people, right? But like I'm big. And then we had Lou's kind of a bigger guy. He's like 6'2", right?
Yeah,
but looks like a lion. He's got a mane and a beard.
He
looks like an idiot. And then Big Boss Man. So it's us four look way out of place, and we're going to the bar in Aberdeen. Dude, we got looked at like we were fucking aliens when we come in there.
It was like, these people aren't from around
here. Yeah. And right away, a couple guys kind of recognized me in there, and they took a couple pictures of people. And the table behind us is like, what are you, famous or something? I'm kind of a big deal. Like I made some story up, and then I remember telling the one kid, I'm like, see that guy over there? They asked who the fat guy was, like Boss Man.
Oh,
right. And who's that older guy? And I said, and he was just kind of like scanning the room, like smiling, like, like this.
Just being awesome.
And I see him right now. He's scanning the room. You know why? He's my bodyguard. He's ex-military, ex-law enforcement. He could kill you right now if he wanted to. Boss Man was loving that, those kids coming over and asking.
Oh, Boss Man loves the attention.
Oh, I know he does.
Oh, he's the best.
Like, especially when he starts drinking, they're like, "Oh my god, they know who I am."
Yeah, it's great. I messed up when you guys came to my house on that trip, and like
messed up. You did. I mean, that was his favorite part of the trip. Besides that lady,
I know, but I wanted to only pretend like I knew who he was.
Oh, that would have been great.
I figured you wouldn't care.
No, I didn't give a shit at all.
Oh my god, it's Big Boss Man.
I know.
Like just only.
I would have laughed my ass off. I would have thought it was funny as hell.
But I just was like
totally not even ask who I am or talk to me at all.
Yeah.
Just put all the focus and attention on Big Boss Man.
I really wanted to do that, but I was just like, I can't do that. Like that's just not really how I actually want to be.
Well, that would be hilarious. I thought it was funny.
Really funny.
But when you get Boss Man those pizzas, you had 2 cooked Jack's pizzas and beer.
Yeah.
He had never felt so much welcome in his whole goddamn life.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's my best friend. I just knew. I could tell.
He was so happy, dude.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of treated a little bit of an oddball at the last stop. He's kind of out of place, right? And then to come into that, go from one extreme to the other, man, he's so happy. He couldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah.
So we traveled from your house to Aberdeen, which is a couple hours away.
Wait, well, we were just sitting in my garage drinking beer, and you're like, "Do you want to come to Aberdeen with us?" And I was like,
"Yeah, sure, I'll go."
I got anything going on.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Because at first, when I was planning the trip a little bit, I was like, "Well, we'll stop, here, and then we'll stop at Lou's, drink there, we'll spend the night there, go see you." Cole Keefe said he was gonna go, which he backed out of.
Yeah, he told me
like he always does. He's a big shot.
Yeah.
Plays in the NFL, I guess.
I mean, he has been to my house a couple times. That's been fun. We went to the Crowbar, which in Sioux Falls is not a gay place. It's not a gay bar in Sioux Falls. It's a regular bar.
We backed out of that, right? So I was stopping there anyway.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know if Lou was going to go. And Lou's like, "Yeah, I'll go. I'll go at least to stop at your place."
Yeah.
So I figured, Lou would just stop there.
Yeah. Well, I knew Lou. I've competed with him. He's in the crew with me. Yeah. So I was like.
So we stop at your place. Great time. Show us a good time. But Jack's Pizzas, everything's good.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave at a certain point. I think it was
4:30.
Yeah, because you want to be there by 7-8 o'clock.
Yeah, so we could hit. Yeah. Make camp.
So I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna get going pretty soon. You want to go with us?" What day is it? Yeah, sure, I'll go. Or whatever it was,
Yeah.
And then Lou's like, "Yeah, I'll go too." So then Lou and you and me and Boss Man all get there.
Yeah.
So I didn't know all of us are going to be there, which made for a way better trip,
It was so
when
fun.
you got 4 idiots instead of 2, it makes it for a way better trip. And it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then just spending the night in a gym, funny as hell. And then on top of it, remember the blind lady?
Oh, yeah.
I
think her name's Megan. Shout out Megan.
Yeah, she was awesome. And she was funny. And I asked her how blind she was. She could see 6%, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he's right on time, too. Perfect.
He's good. That's why he's my handler.
You got a good handler, brother.
Yeah. Father by chance, handler by chance.
That is awesome. And she said 6%, and Boss Man was sitting right in front of her. And I said, "You see that guy in front of you? He looks just like George Clooney." She goes, "I ain't that fucking blind." That was one of my favorite parts of the trip right there. God. I don't even know if you heard it.
I did. Did you know that some of the guys at Massonomics will be like, if somebody's not making it to the gym for a while, they'll be like, "Even the blind girl can make it to the gym."
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
even the blind girl can find her way to the gym.
Yeah, I do like that.
Oh, that's so good.
No, it's a good place, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, dude. South Dakota is a weird state.
There's nothing.
No, we traveled through how many towns? 5 towns on the way there, and each town had 500 people.
And it was it's 3 hours.
And yeah, and you can look out your window and see nothing but blackness, except for maybe one light that's a tower for a fucking Verizon.
It's crazy.
You know, there's no house lights, no nothing.
No, it's crazy. I don't even think there's 1 million people in the state. It's like,
well, North Dakota's even worse.
Yeah, North Dakota.
I traveled on Highway 2 when I was a kid.
Oh, road tripping with Pappy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. I played a football game in Minot, North Dakota. It's
Minute. I've been there.
Yeah. They were flying like a Canadian flag.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's so close to Canada. There's an American flag and a Canadian flag. Some of their players were from Canada.
I hate Canada.
Yeah, some of their
nothing worse than a Canadian.
I remember we got the scouting report and it tells you like the rundown about different players and
one guy's from Canada.
The D end was from Canada.
Oh,
I was like, oh man, we've never been up against that.
That's not.
He's probably gonna have maple syrup on his gloves. He's gonna
stink like maple syrup.
Yeah, probably. Jeez.
Oh, how's about a boat ride?
Oh, hey, sorry about that, big guy. Like grab your, I don't know,
grab your nuts.
Grab your nuts. Be like, oh, sorry about that.
Oh, jeez, those Canadians would do some shit like that. Never trust a Canadian. I'll tell you that right now.
They'll say sorry though.
Sorry. Well, how about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah.
Oh God, where were we talking about? Way out of place now.
We've been talking about a lot of stuff.
I don't even know where we were at. Were we talking about strippers?
Double L.
No, not that.
Oh,
not the double L.
Like the guy that got me into lifting weights, right? That guy that told me I could play football in college. I went back to lifting with him after college, and he kind of had me doing powerlifting stuff, and it was awesome. Like that's my best friend, dude. That's my real best friend.
So you got back into like training, like powerlifting stuff,
right? Back into more like powerlifting stuff
after college.
Yeah. And he had a basement gym. He had like an elite FTS cage. He had like a combo rack that was like homemade. He bought it from this IPF guy in town. He's like Jonah Leo. He benched 881 single. He's a single ply guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that.
No, but no, you don't.
No.
I do. Not a nerd. Not a nerd.
I used to know some of those guys because it was popular in like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So Franz made a lot of that equipment. Right. Bernie Franz did.
He was like mentioned against like Blaine Sumner. Like him and Blaine Sumner were going back and forth for the IPF Worlds. And anyway, I think he bought it off him or something. So we had like a homemade combo, lead FTS squat rack, just a bunch of like gray plates, some bars, and I lifted weights in this basement. And like we couldn't listen to music because his kid needed to watch Bubble Guppies on the TV. And like when we did listen to music, it was just whatever he wanted. So like I don't care what's on when I train, to be honest.
Right.
I don't hear it anyway. It could be like a kid's TV show. I don't hear it. I don't care. So to a degree. Like I mean, I can just tune it out, and just go.
I could do that.
Yeah. So I mean, like he taught me like hard training, whatever. And so I'm like in this basement gym. He moved away, and I tried to go to like a real gym for a while.
Yeah.
Or not a real, you know what I mean, like a commercial gym.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is not for me. I'm a basement gym guy. No. So I like started buying gym equipment, put it in my garage.
Smartest thing you ever done.
Smartest thing I ever did. And so I just pick up shit off Facebook Marketplace. I'll drive like 4 or 5 hours for a thing if I want it. You know, not at this point. I don't really need anything that bad. But to start off, I was like, I drove like to Wisconsin. Like I drove like 5.5 hours to get a belt squat. And like, yeah, it's the best having like a spot to train that's not like there's no nerds.
No, there's nobody. I mean, like here. Yeah, it's whatever we want to do. We can do anything we want. Yeah. Play music as loud, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
You be fucking naked out here. It don't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter.
You know, one time I benched 500 pounds naked. Did you ever see that video?
I did. Yeah.
100% raw nude. Because somebody was telling me that I used to get mad sometimes at some comments like, oh, that's not raw. You're wearing elbow sleeves and wrist straps or something like that.
Oh my God.
So I get mad and I'm like, oh, well, is this raw enough? This is 500 pounds with nothing. I have nothing on. Not underwear, nothing. Completely nude. And the funny thing was you could see my dick in every single video leading up to that because I was recording it, right?
Yeah.
So I had to have my feet like a certain way for it to hide at a certain angle.
Yeah.
So you couldn't tell, right? And the only one, like, thank God, because I couldn't have done it again, was the last set of the 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Because every other angle, every other video, you could see something in it, and it was bad. But it was just right angle, it was like a perfect video.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that was one of my favorite videos and one of my hardest videos too, because it was a self handoff. And some people are terrible. Some people are great with self handoffs because they train that way, and I never done that. I never trained. Anytime I lifted over 225, no matter how strong I was, I don't care if I was benching 600 pounds or 225 pounds. At 225, I always got to lift off, and I always practiced that way.
Yeah.
So I was used to that. And
when did you start that? When you were young?
Yes.
Like when you were lifting in the
when I started
in the living room with Pappy and stuff?
Well, I think it was when I started training in high school, because I started lifting. I was benching like 300 some pounds when I was a sophomore, and a junior I benched 405, and as a senior I won like the state meet. I competed it instead of training. I did a thing. They had a thing every year. It was like in front of like the whole town, like in the center of the basketball court. It's called Liftathon.
Yeah.
So I won a trophy every year. I was like the strongest guy in my school as a sophomore.
Of course, that feels
amazing. My
sure.
dad didn't show up. I remember he didn't. He was working. He was a construction worker, right?
Yeah.
And I remember coming home that night, and it was like the greatest, my favorite trophy I ever won, because I was like 15 as a sophomore, and I benched 335, and it was the strongest guy at the time in the school. And the trophy's still over there. It's my favorite trophy.
Oh, really?
I still kept that trophy because of that. And then when I was a junior, I benched 405 in the liftathon.
Damn.
Which was huge. It was like touch and go. And, then I tried to compete, and I didn't know how to pause. So I benched 3. I don't remember what it was when I was a senior. It was 3 something.
Right.
But it was with a pause and a singlet with judges and everything. Because this was just touch and go like a gym lift.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when I was that was my favorite trophy I ever won was that one. I remember coming home and Pappy, he was like, yeah, good job, son. It was like nothing, It was like, dude, this was like the greatest moment of my life. But Pappy's like, it's good, but we can do better, son. And I just kept going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that kind of pushed me even more, I think so. But yeah, although all the other trophies that are up here are just from powerlifting meets.
That's cool.
And swords and stuff. But yeah, my favorite one's over there on the other side.
I've always wanted to win a sword. That's like my biggest.
Well, that sword's my favorite. That's a giant sword there to the right.
Do they even give those away anymore?
I don't even know. I mean, that one could kill me, I think.
That sword is
like
crazy.
That one's heavier than shit too. I'm scared it's gonna fall down.
It's gotta have like a name or something.
Yeah, it's well, we can name it tonight. Maybe you can autograph it.
Oh no, I can't autograph your sword.
We're playing swords.
Oh, dude, I'm like autograph it like on the chance that someday maybe I'll be something.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna be somebody, motherfucker.
I'm gonna be somebody.
Like that Travis Tritt song.
I'm gonna be somebody. Brice Wallman.
Guy never turned out to be anybody.
It's just a sword with my name.
He's
on
a male nurse.
Oh, what's the movie where he's like, look at that autograph on the sword, Randy Jackson.
I don't know.
It's like Step Brothers.
Oh yeah. You're right. It's one. I think it's.
He's like,
yeah.
See that autograph?
Yeah.
This is all I had on me that day.
Yeah. That's that sword.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's give me that.
Holy shit.
Maybe you should have that sword at the Arnold, just in case somebody tries to fuck with you.
Jesus Christ! I'll go to jail. I can't go to jail, brother.
I'll get you out. Don't worry.
Sure. You got to be my handler again, man. You make sure I don't act like an idiot.
What's George Foreman? He's gonna be the camera guy, but he can handle.
Well, last year didn't handle me too good with that mix up with Hooper,
Yeah, you told me all about that.
Yeah, it was not good.
Not good look. Not good look. But hey, we came back. We're bounced back.
Listen, we bounced back. Shit happens when you fly too close to the sun. Sometimes you get burnt.
Yeah,
true. And Huck Finn definitely flies too close to the sun a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna sell more T-shirts this year than any other year combined.
We could.
I think so. I think we will. Hey, I'm gonna start pulling screens. I'm gonna start. pulling screens.
You are right.
There's a sale going on. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull screens. Don't worry.
Holy shit. All right, let's wrap it around and pull this in for a landing here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
You are headed to the Arnold.
I am. Yep.
You are living in Huck Finn's house.
For the rest of my life.
I mean,
I'm going to live out my days here.
Could life get any better? I think not.
I don't think it could get any better. I had a great time at Bench Night America.
Yeah, that was awesome.
To come back.
So, yeah, he benched 405 on an axle bar, which is harder than a regular bar. Love an axle bar. It's got great carryover to the flat bench. It's like if you use say you use a Mars bar or a safety squat bar, and you do a lot of work for weeks with that, and then switch back over to a squat bar. The carryover is good, but it's hard. It takes weeks to get back to a regular squat bar.
Yeah.
Now the carryover with an axle bar is great, and it's going to help you be stronger at the bench and everything else, and help you. But it's also going to immediately have that impact. Like the next week, if you use a regular bar, a power bar,
Yep.
it's going to have great carryover to that, and it's going to help you more. So I love the Axle bar.
It's awesome.
It's a little harder, but it works.
I have kind of a fat bar at home, but
it feels different. It feels a lot different.
It feels great.
If you're not used to it, I think it feels great on your joints.
Yeah, it does. And it was kind of nice to like have like a big bar in my hand. It felt like it was like more stacked over my forearm.
Yep.
You know what I like? I didn't have like a. It was great. I like.
You didn't have that gay wrist.
Yeah,
like that motorcycle.
Yeah. Just more.
No, I love the Axle bar. Cowboy Cam left it over here. Had a terrible bench tonight, but
yeah, well, he gave me some good tips. I like Cowboy Cam.
No, Cam is awesome. He knows his stuff. I've been helping him, and he's also helped me for many years.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been benching together, like I said, since since Homos died. Because the only guy near me that was semi-strong was Cowboy Cam. So Cam came to my house because Callis said, "Hey, there's a guy out there named Cam. He works out. He can help you." Because I needed somebody to spot me. I had nobody to spot me, and he died.
Yeah.
So then Cowboy Cam comes over, and I don't know if you know this. What was his? I don't even know if I even said this before. I had to have said it somewhere. But for the first week, do you know what Cowboy Cam's nickname was for the first week or two?
I don't know. No.
I don't even know if anybody knows that. That'd be a tough. He'd have to be like the biggest super fan of all time because I don't even know if I said it. But his first name I gave him because I said, "Hey, Cam," and Cam was real shy. He didn't even want to be on camera hardly, and he was the opposite of Homos. Homos is a wild man.
Yeah.
So I said, "You're gonna have to have a nickname, man. Your name's not Cam." I said, "Your name." Let me think, because he had the same truck he had tonight, but it was not as zooped up and jacked up and everything. He put like 40 grand into that stupid truck. He's had it forever. And I said, "Your name." When he lived on a farm, I said, "Your name will be Country Boy Cam. Let's call you that, Country Boy Cam." And then like the next week, I'm like, "That name's too long, man."
Yeah.
Country Boy Cam's good, but let's call you Cowboy Cam. That's better. It rolls off the tongue better. I like Cowboy Cam a lot better. So after like that maybe week or two, he was Country Boy Cam, and then he went to Cowboy Cam. And I said, "Well, you got to make an Instagram. Let's call you Cowboy Cam 69.
Oh, that's good.
So he had that forever, and then all of a sudden, like 2 years ago, he changed it and he made up he's like, "Well, I can't be 69 because I don't know." He said something about like somebody's kids or something.
Oh,
like, come on, dude. Cowboy Cam 69 was his handle for like fucking 7
Now
years.
somebody's gonna swoop in and steal that.
They should. Cowboy Cam 69 was the greatest handle of all time.
I might have to steal that.
Right? Yeah, that's your new nickname. Cowboy Cam 69.
Yeah.
Is that a Little Sweetie's Gym?
Oh, Little Sweetie. I like Little Sweetie's Gym. That's a good one.
Well, I like what you called it that. So a lot of people don't know why. Just explain real quick why you call it Little Sweetie's Gym, because it's a very unique name.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. Like, it's just cooler that everyone else is not everyone else, but a lot of other gyms are like the dungeon.
Well, yeah, that was Pappy's dungeon.
Well, that's
jacked hardcore.
That's bad. Well, Pappy's a badass. But
no, you're right. Everything's called something like hardcore name.
Hardcore, something cool, and people like
badass, like evil.
Yeah, and some people just think that they're like a badass because they lift weights. And it's just great. Like, you're not. Like,
well, it's funny as shit. I love it.
Like some little
the opposite, Little Sweetie.
Yeah. And I'm like, I guess I'm a big guy, so I think that makes it funny.
I like it.
So it's just like when people meet me, they're like, "You're a perfect Little Sweetie's Gym."
Perfect Little Sweetie.
Yeah, I'm perfect Little Sweetie. And anyone that lifts there is a perfect Little Sweetie. So I think that's funny. Yeah, I just think
let's sing on a perfect Little Sweetie's Gym.
It's just kind of to troll the gyms that are like, "Oh, badass gym," or that's dumb. You're not a badass.
All right, badass. We got to wrap this up, man. It's almost an hour in. Want to do an hour show. This is the first Huck Finn Barbell show back after a long hiatus. We have to wake up I'm going to wake up at 4:30 a.m. It's coming up in about 6 hours.
500 push-ups probably.
I usually do 500 at 5. You know that's the thing?
Yeah.
I've been doing 500 at 5.
Not on Thursdays.
Never Thursdays, because that is bench night in America. Well, I'm gonna try to upload this show tonight. We'll see how it goes. It should be live tomorrow for your listening pleasures everywhere.
Yeah.
Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube's.
Yep.
God, look at that beautiful fire in the background. There's 2 of them now. See it?
That's beautiful. Wow. Where'd the naked guy go?
He's edging right now outside. Yeah, he's with the coyotes outside edging right now. The guy's a wild man. But yeah, if you're listening to this, go to huckfinnbarbell.com this week. And if you are going to the Arnold, come see me at booth 1351, the Mars Bar booth. at high noon Saturday. I'll be doing a 21 beer salute, which I've done every year since Homeless has died. So come do the 21 beer salute with, all of us.
Yeah.
And come drink some beer with me. I'll be drinking beer all weekend. If you don't see me, well, you'll see me Saturday, obviously, if you're going to be there. But I'll also be walking around Friday. I really don't have much going on Friday. Naked guys getting wood for the winter, for the night.
Oh, yeah.
Stocking up. Yeah, that was Boss Man's job, by the way. And, where can they find you? At Perfect Little Sweeties?
Perfect Little Sweeties Gym. That's the best place to find me.
That's the best place to find you besides where? Huck Finn Barbell's Gym? The barn?
Well, I mean, Huck Finn Barbell's Gym. I've slept at Massonomics Gym. You
slept at Massey Jomics. Jesus Christ.
Massey Jomics.
I'm slurring my words already. I've even had that many beers.
You've had too many Dr. Peppers.
My God, it's going to be a long goddamn weekend, my friend. Yeah, come see us. It's going to be wild. Obviously, every year I've been to the Arnold. It's always been a wild time. If you want to get wild and let's get stupid, follow my Instagram page because that's where I'll tell you where I'm going to be. You got anything else?
Hey, if you want to see me, I'll be wandering around the Arnold. I'll be the big idiot.
Yeah, you'll probably make it. You'll probably be with me just making a path.
Just shoving people.
Well, what you do is you
excuse me, he's coming through.
Here's what I usually say. You just go, you put 2 beers up in the air like this and walk real fast and just yell at hot coffee. Hot coffee, out of the way, hot coffee.
Hot coffee.
It works. I've done that every year. It's always worked. People get right out of the way. So that's hot coffee and it's beer. And go ahead.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
That's
okay, bye. Okay,
that's
bye.
My sign off, you idiot.
Oh, well,
you got to have your own sign off, man.
Have a good evening.
That's your sign off?
I don't know. I've never done this before.
It's your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
We got to have something good. You can't say have a good evening. What did that guy say, Will Ferrell in that Anchorman?
Oh.
He said something.
San Diego, whale's vagina?
No, Santiago. Yeah, it's whale's vagina. He said something.
San Diego. Good.
No.
Oh.
You don't got no sign off? We're going to have to work on this, brother.
We're going to have to work on this.
Maybe we can work on this in the next 7 hours on the way to the Arnold in the morning.
Oh, yeah. We don't have to sign. We can't sign off till I have something.
Yeah. So we're going to go 7 hours? We're going to have the walkie-talkies?
We're just be edging this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, we better blur this out.
I thought you were trying to make me say, okay, bye.
No, that's my saying. I say, that's the very, very end.
Can I say, let's get stupid?
You can say something like that.
Yeah. Let's get stupid.
Okay, bye. Did you end it, dude? We're still live.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Say it again.
Let's get stupid.
Okay, bye.